We're lucky to have Elle in country full time now. We need great voices and great characters that are
Yeah.
rowdy and also a little respectful.
Amen and amen. Well, tell me how this song actually happened. Did y'all write it together, or how does this moment come to be?
Shane McAnally and I'm trying to think who else is on it, but Shane's just like, one of the biggest writers in Nashville, and everything he writes is a hit. This song actually, I heard this song during COVID, and it was Ross Copperman's a writer on it. That's how I heard it. Huge smash. I mean, I heard it and I'm like, that song is a hit. I actually cut it at one point because I'm like, I just love this song. And then for some reason, it came out to me that Elle was interested in it, and I was like, yeah, I was kind of struggling a little bit on my record, trying to figure out what I was doing, and I hate to stand in the way of a hit. As a songwriter, even someone like Shane, he might get, as good as he is, he might get two or three big smash hits a year. And as someone that writes songs and is respectful of the songwriting community in Nashville, the last thing you ever want to do is hold up a hit, get in the way of it, or hold on to a bunch of songs. Like, no, I'm going to hold on to all these. One of these is going to be my hit. I just want the right song to find the right person, and Shane's a good friend of mine. So when I heard that Elle was interested in it, I was like, oh my gosh, please, because this song needs to be heard on country radio. It's a huge smash, and I'm super respectful, like I said, of songwriters. So she got it and cut it with Ross and made it a gigantic hit, and I wasn't expecting to be part of it. But when I heard that was a possibility, I was super excited because I get a chance to be part of this song too now. It's a big smash.
Well, it's funny because we had gone, like, when they asked me who I wanted to produce my record. I mean, I know Ross because of Different for Girls and just from being around in Nashville, and I'd worked with him a couple times. But also, I mean, I didn't know how much of Dierks' stuff that Ross produced. I'm still learning about everybody in country and who I need to mind my P's and Q's with and who I can get in with. And I'm still just like, get in where you fit in, wherever they'll let you in, go in and be rowdy but respectful. And I
all of that. All of,
Trademark.
All of that. Yeah, get in where you fit in, rowdy but respectful.
I mean, song titles. Just write that right now.
And I was like, man, get me Ross. So we were in the studio for 2 days, and we must have cut maybe 6 or 7 songs, just trying to figure this thing out. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's really a true testament to how absolutely incredible all of these musicians are that are studio musicians and session players in Nashville, and these just monster players. And it's extremely inspiring for them to come in and not have anything charted and just hear a song and go in and play it. And so we're like, well, let's just try it. And so we like messed around with the key a little bit, and he played it for me, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know if I could pull off a song like this. And we kind of laughed, and we're like, well, what if Dierks sang on it? And it's interesting how it is kind of a full circle, because Dierks is the one who really extended his hand and took a chance on me. And once I saw, the shiny rhinestones of country music, I was like, I'm in it. I want in. And
you're in
so,
it, baby.
Yeah.
She's in.
And so now putting out a record, I mean, how could I not, not only pay respects, but like, how could I not have my buddy Dierks on my first country record that I'm going to put out? And, as with anything that Dierks has ever agreed to do with me, I feel honored, and it sounds amazing. Dierks, listen, I know we're buddies and stuff, and I don't say this, but like, you have the most handsome, lovely, wonderful, incredible voice. And
I feel like I'm the
very handsome voice.
I feel like I'm the perfect foil to Elle in so many different ways. My voice holds the line there pretty good down the middle. It's good for her to bounce her amazing voice off of, because mine's just kind of tone the line. I don't have any tattoos, so I'm kind of like the nice, I'm the opposite there in that way. It's kind of a nice, we kind of yin and yang really well together. And some of my rowdier days are behind me. So it's a good partnership and friendship in so many different ways. But this song, it's just a great song. And I know, the band that she cut it with, and it's just, and Ross, and just the track, it just feels great. And it's, I'm lucky that we're pals, because she's coming off a huge hit with Miranda. And now, so it's good for me. I get Elle's on the rise, and she's got a lot of energy, a lot of great things happening for her. So it works out awesome.
Talk about my number one. Who did I hand it off to? You, buddy.
Well, Elle, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of just glad we're making it official that you're like actually come into the dark side over to country music here. I mean, I don't know. I haven't like seen a press release, but like you've gone country officially, but we're getting a country record. Is that what I'm hearing? We're definitely getting a
Yeah,
country record.
I've been working on it. And it's funny because like if I take a step back and I think about like the whole trajectory of like where I started and everything, it's actually, because I've been planting seeds, doing like, even from kind of just starting after Different for Girls. Dierks and I share the same manager and management team, and I started going on tours, and Miranda took a chance on me and brought me on tour, and I started planting seeds of like, well, can we expect a full record from UL? And I was like, would you listen to it if I did? And I don't ever want anything to seem like disingenuous or real, because I really only want to make real music, whether I'm respecting incredible songwriters and listening to the songs that are given to me. I mean, who doesn't get handed a freaking, like, Dierks was saying, like, they just write hits and they give them to you and you get to sing them and make them your own. But I don't want anyone to think that this is coming out of, left field or anything, because I was laughing about like America's Sweetheart has always been a country song. And I also got signed to a rock and pop label because of a banjo song called Good to Be a Man, which is a country song. So, I feel like it's kind of like a nice nod of I had to go through all these things to kind of end up, where I feel most at home now. And I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. Can you leave us with a tease of what we're going to have from this record?
My country record, I want to do it my way, and I'm from Southern Ohio, and people in Southern Ohio, my family, all my cousins, I've got like 300 nieces and nephews. They love country music, and I grew up listening to country music. I grew up listening to bluegrass, and and I'm a banjo player, and so I have a lot of those things that are kind of meshed in with what makes me me, which is also blues and Southern rock and roll, and a lot of bluegrass string instruments. So it's going to be kind of a melting pot of what country is to me in my heart. And on top of that, an amazing song with Dierks Bentley.
All right. I'm sold. I'm sold.